Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with the 17th day of my Thankfully Inspired series, combining it with 52 weeks, 52 favorite photos, which is a hop led by the lovely Miranda Weber, which is who I am going to talk about and scrap lift today. I have these two really awesome layouts of hers that I am going to use for my inspiration. And of course, shockingly enough, I have this super cute picture of my grandson that I'm going to document. I am using Botanical Buzz by 49 and Market, and I'm super excited about that. I have this stencil from American Crafts that I'm going to use. I even have some of the 49 Market inks to put through with it. I have some stamps that I've pulled from a couple of different stamp sets. Lots of embellishments. So I have my papers, I have my embellishments, I have my mixed media, I have my picture, and these two awesome Miranda Weber layouts. So let's see how this goes. So first I just took a solid cardstock, a white one. That is pretty much what she uses for both of these, it seems. And I'm going to start by putting hexagons through this, the ink through this hexagon stencil, which is very much what she is doing in this layout that I have up in the top left corner. That ink pad looks orange. It is Daffodil is the color, and it is 49 Market, excuse me, dye ink by Ranger. And so I start with the daffodil, and then I really wanted to add a little something else in there. And so I'm going to use Summer Sky. 49 and Market and 49 and Market put out a thing saying what colors of this new collection of inks that they had went with which of their newer collections. And so I picked 4 of the collection colors, but I don't end up using green jean. I will end up bringing in right now the cappuccino for these stamps. So this is the second layout of Miranda's that I picked. I love the spill, like the cup spill, like the coffee stain look. And I loved using this color. She has hers looks more like a black, which I considered, but because I'm using a black background in the end and I am bringing some black in, I really wanted to bring in some of the tan. So I use that, and then I use like these little bubble almost like filled in bubbles to kind of accentuate some of the other little circles. So she has a few different stamps on hers in different sizes. And so I just figured that this would help me kind of stick with that, because I have a couple of those little coffee ring things, but not they're not very drastically different in size. So I went with the little bubbles to add a little bit of a different size and shape. And so not a different shape. They're all circles. So I have hexagons and I have circles. It's fine. So then I am also going to lean in on this layout here. She has on this one, my son just sneezed. That was so loud. On this layout that I'm using, she's got 2 pictures in there in like a frame, and I love that. But what I'm really leaning into here is like the embellishments that she's tucked in the top corners and kind of around her pictures. So I'm using a bunch of the little hexagons that come with the collection, the little bumblebee in hives and stuff, and I'm adding those up in the top right corner, as well as kind of coming down where the mixed media is. I'm going to put some rub-ons on here, which you see over there on the left side. I'm going to just rub all those. I'm not going to make you watch me do that, though. And then I title this Follow Your Heart. There's a picture of my grandson. He's at the doctor's office. And I was like, what kind of title could I put on here? Because this poor baby's been in the doctor's office like so many times lately. It's ridiculous. So I just figured, we had to make a call to go to the doctor or not, because he's been so many times we almost feel like it's ridiculous to continue keep going back and forth every time. But we just had to kind of, lean into it and decide what was best for him. And so we took him back to the doctor. So I just add these little numbers and then the bumblebees and some butterflies as an extra little just something. Like, there's no real reason for the numbers or anything like that. The bumblebees are just cute and, of course, go along with the whole hive concept. I did put some of the puffy hexagons down the left side of the picture, and so I've got that on here, and then I just kind of tuck some other things in, use some other rub-ons, and that is it. And then I'm going to do a doodle border because Miranda loves a doodled border, and I do too. I think it really helps bring a layout together, keeps it in, and I love the way that it looks. And then I'm going to mat this. Miranda is really, really fun to watch because she will explain everything that she's doing and will talk you through the products. She has a website that you can go and check out. She is My Scrappy Life. She is the one who has hosted and runs the 52 Weeks, 52 Favorite Photos that we do every single Monday, where we document like the everyday. And I think that is such an awesome thing to encourage because so many people, and of course it's your preference, you do what you want, but so many people will only document the big things, the holidays, the birthdays, the new babies and things like that. But really, it's so important to document the everyday things. I am going to go in later after the camera is done rolling and add some enamel dots to this space where the title and the journaling are, because it's really off-centered and wonky, and that's why I typically don't journal straight out on a layout. So I'm going to put some enamel accents in some places to kind of even that out. But anyway, I appreciate Miranda so much for always encouraging us to document the little things, to try new things, to get into your space, even if it's just for 15 minutes a day, to do, even if it's planning, printing, all that kind of thing. My grandson's knocking on my bedroom door, so hopefully I need to start teaching him to read so he knows when I hang the sign that says I'm recording. Anyway, please go check out Miranda on her YouTube, and then also go check out myscrappylife.net. And I thank you so much, Miranda, for always being so inspiring and encouraging us to document all the things. And God bless this baby. I have enjoyed all of these layouts. It was hard to narrow them down, but I do love all of the fun things that she puts on a layout. My God. Y'all, I need somewhere to go for a while. These kids are crazy. Anyway, I hope that you all will go check out Miranda. Thank you for all your inspiration and everything you do for the scrappy community. I hope that you all have a great day. I would love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layout. I hope you all have a sane space to scrapbook where you're not invaded by children crawling all over your room, including the adult children. Oh, bless it. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.